Okay, so get this. I was I was just online the other day, just kind of poking around, checking out like all the latest tech stuff. And well, I found something pretty wild.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's this program, this system called $500 Google Payday.
$500 Google Payday.
Okay. Yeah, and the claims they're making, I mean, it's just insane. Like thousands of dollars every single day, all thanks to, uh, well, AI, apparently.
Thousands of dollars a day. That's a lot. Most folks I know, that kind of money takes some serious work. What's this about AI?
Yeah, so they keep saying Google Gemini AI. Like that's the big secret behind their system. You just, I don't know, push a button or something, let the AI do its magic, and boom, instant cash. They even say it only takes like, what, a few minutes to set the whole thing up.
Well, Google Gemini AI, it's a pretty impressive new development.
Yeah.
It's really something. They designed it to handle really complex tasks, understand and generate different types of information, even adapt to new situations, learn over time. Pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, even with all that, the idea that it can just make anyone rich overnight, that's a bit of a stretch.
Right, exactly. And the whole thing, the whole website, it's just covered in these like countdown timers and warnings about how there are only a few spots left. It feels, I don't know, kind of desperate.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty classic marketing tactic, actually. Scarcity marketing, it's called.
Hmm.
Trying to bypass your common sense and just get you to react emotionally,
Oh, right.
make you feel like you got to jump on it right now before you miss out. It's all about getting you to click that buy now button before you really think it through.
Yeah. And then there's the whole passive income thing too. Like they're constantly hammering on this idea that money will just, I don't know, magically flow into your account. You don't got to lift a finger.
Yeah, true passive income, that's the dream, right? Who wouldn't want that? To just, earn money without having to work for it all the time.
Right.
But, in reality, it's really rare, true passive income. And it usually takes a pretty big investment up front, whether it's time, money, or both.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like, think about writing a book, You put in a ton of effort up front, but if it becomes a bestseller, then you can keep earning those royalties, even while you're, working on other stuff.
Okay, so you're saying making thousands of dollars a day with basically like zero effort, especially through some system I just bought online, that's probably not going to happen.
Let's just say it's highly unlikely. Building a sustainable income, that takes, time, effort, and a solid strategy, whether you're using AI or anything else. And even with AI, you still got to know how to use it right.
Okay. But what about like all the testimonials and screenshots they've got plastered all over the website? I mean, they're showing people making insane amounts of money, like 5 figures in the day.
Testimonials and screenshots, yeah, they can be really convincing. But they can also be, well, faked or taken out of context easily.
Oh, yeah, true.
Anyone can, make a fake screenshot or just pay someone to write a glowing review. You got to remember, you're only seeing what they want you to see.
That's a good point. I think I got a little swept up in the hype there for a second. But there's one thing, one claim they make that just really rubs me the wrong way.
What's that?
They talk about forcing Google to pay us commissions. Just, I don't know, sounds so shady.
I can see why you'd say that. It's just not how it works. Google's this massive company. They have super sophisticated systems, right? Yeah. No way is some individual or even a small group going to force them to do anything.
Right, right. So what are they actually doing then? Are they like exploiting some loophole or something?
It's hard to say for sure without knowing exactly how their system works. Could be they're using certain Google services, maybe in a way that generates some revenue through advertising or affiliate marketing, something like that. But the way they phrase it, it's definitely meant to pique your interest, make it seem like they've got this secret method, something nobody else knows.
Yeah, it's all very manipulative. And then to make things even more tempting, they offer a risk-free guarantee and a done-for-you setup bonus.
Oh, yeah. Those are big ones.
But do those actually hold any weight?
Well, guarantees and bonuses, they're often just marketing tactics, designed to make you feel more comfortable, like you're not taking a big risk. It's essential to read the fine print really carefully, understand all the terms and conditions.
Speaking of fine print, I did notice a disclaimer kind of tucked away at the bottom of their website. Basically said there's no guarantee you'll actually make any money.
Yes, the classic disclaimer covers them legally while still making these, grand promises. Basically, it's them saying, We're telling you you can get rich, but don't blame us if you don't.
Yeah, it's almost funny how they try to hide that disclaimer. The rest of the site is so flashy, so in your face, with dollar signs and explosions everywhere, like they're trying to distract you from the fact that they're not actually guaranteeing anything.
It's all about playing on your emotions, you know? Tapping into that desire for wealth, financial freedom, all that, hoping you'll be so excited about making all this money that you won't stop and think critically about the risks. It's a pretty common tactic, sadly. They make it sound so easy, so tempting, but
Yeah.
in the end, it's usually a lot different than what they promise.
And it's interesting, right, how they're using all this buzz around AI, to sell their system.
Mm.
It's like they're trying to, I don't know, ride the wave, even if their program doesn't even really use AI in any real way.
That's a really good point, actually. AI is the hot topic right now. Everyone's talking about it. So
Yeah.
using those buzzwords, like Google, Gemini, AI, it just instantly makes their product sound more, well, legitimate,
Yeah.
more sophisticated, more cutting edge, even if it's, based on stuff that's totally outdated or just doesn't work.
Right. They also talk about this done-for-you setup. Like, their team will actually get on a call with you and set everything up, but they're super vague about what that actually means.
Yeah, that's another red flag for sure. A legitimate system, they should be upfront about how it works, what you got to do, what you can expect, all that.
Right.
The fact that they're so vague about this done-for-you setup, it makes you wonder, right? It makes you think maybe there's not much substance behind their claims.
And then, of course, there's the whole old way versus new way thing,
Mm-hmm.
where they basically say that their system eliminates all the hard work that's usually involved with making money online. No content creation, no product creation, no outsourcing, just pure profit.
The dream, right?
Yeah.
Effortless success. Sounds great, but let's be real. Building a sustainable online business, even with AI, it takes work. It takes effort, strategy, and being willing to learn new things, adapt.
Right.
There are definitely legitimate ways to use AI for your online business, like analyzing data, personalizing your content, automating tasks, all that. But it's not some magic bullet,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't have to do A and Y work. Doesn't replace thinking strategically.
But, I mean, they literally say that their system is so easy, even a janitor could use it.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, AI can make some things simpler, make them easier for more people to use. But you got to remember, no system can completely replace, human ingenuity, human effort. You still got to be dedicated, put in the work if you want to succeed.
Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, they've got all these screenshots showing all this money they're supposedly making, thousands of dollars a day, just from their system. But like we talked about before, those can be totally misleading.
Oh, absolutely. There's really no way to know if those screenshots are real unless someone, independently verifies them.
Yeah.
Could be totally fake, manipulated, just to make it look like people are successful. Like showing you a picture of a fancy car and saying, hey, buy our system and you can have this too. It's about creating an image, not necessarily showing the truth.
It's also, I don't know, manufactured. It's also interesting that they mentioned this team of creators, Glenn and Vanessa, who supposedly developed the system. They even have a picture of some fancy office in Miami. But do we actually know anything about these people? Like their background, their expertise?
Oh, that's a great question. And to be honest, their website tells us almost nothing about them, their qualifications, anything like that.
Hmm.
A legitimate business, they'd usually be pretty open about who's behind it, highlight their experience, their expertise, all that. But with Glenn and Vanessa, I don't know, the fact that we know so little, it does raise some red flags.
Right. It almost seems like they're just throwing a bunch of stuff out there hoping something sticks. They even claim that their system is backed by our money. Like they have a 180-day money-back guarantee.
Guarantees that can be reassuring, yeah. But like I said before, it's super important to read the fine print. There are almost always conditions, limitations, things that make it harder to actually get your money back.
Oh.
Could be they require you to do certain tasks, achieve specific results, jump through all these hoops before they actually honor the guarantee.
Yeah, okay. And then, of course, there's the bonus section. Like they offer all these extras, done-for-you setup, weekly live Q&A sessions, a quick start guide, and 10 extra secret money-making bonuses. I mean, come on, it's almost too much.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, right? All those bonuses, it can be really distracting. But it's another classic tactic. Make the offer seem even better, even more irresistible.
Yeah.
They want you to feel like you're getting so much more than just the system itself. Even if those bonuses, well, even if they turn out to be nothing special, just fluff or, repackaged information you could find anywhere else for free.
Right. But when you really look at it, when you break it all down, it just feels like, I don't know, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
They're promising this shortcut to wealth, but there's no real substance behind it.
Exactly. And that's the real problem here. AI, it does have incredible potential, but you got to be smart, be critical when you see these kind of claims. Don't let the idea of getting rich quick, cloud your judgment.
So what's the bottom line here? Is $500 Google Payday a scam? Or is it just a really well-marketed product that, might not actually live up to the hype?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Mhm.
It's tough to say for sure without really digging into the system, the creators, all that.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, based on what we've seen so far, there are a lot of red flags here. Be cautious, do your own research before making any decisions, especially when it comes to something like this.
Definitely sounds like a case of buyer beware. And speaking of buyers, what advice would you give to anyone who's, thinking about investing in this system?
Okay, first things first. Do your research. Don't just rely on what their website says.
All
Look
right.
for reviews, testimonials from sources you trust. And, any evidence that backs up their claims, be careful with those glowing testimonials and screenshots. Those can be faked super easily. And probably the most important thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
Trust your gut. If something feels off, don't be afraid to walk away.
That's good advice. For anything, really. Especially when it comes to online marketing and AI, it's easy to get caught up in all the excitement, all the hype, but you got to stay grounded. Think critically.
Exactly. And remember, there's no such thing as easy money, effortless success. You want to build a sustainable income, online, offline, whatever. It takes work. It takes strategy. It takes being willing to learn and adapt. There are no shortcuts.
Kind of crazy, right? Like they're using this super advanced tech, AI, to try and trick people into buying something that probably doesn't even work.
Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it? AI has the potential to change everything, so many parts of our lives, but, well, it can also be used for, not so good things.
Yeah.
It's a tool, powerful tool. And some people, well, they're always going to try to exploit that, try to use it to, make a quick buck.
So how do we protect ourselves?
Yeah.
What kind of questions should people be asking themselves before they invest in any system, any program that promises to, make them rich with AI?
That's a great question. And it's something we all got to be thinking about, especially as AI becomes, more and more common. First thing, always, always look beyond the flashy marketing stuff.
Yeah.
Dig deeper. Ask yourself, what problem does this system actually solve? What does it do? How does the AI actually work? Is there any real proof that it does what they say it does?
Right.
Can you find independent reviews, testimonials from, people you can actually trust?
So it's about being skeptical,
Yeah.
being a little suspicious,
Yeah.
and doing your homework.
Exactly. And don't forget to, consider the source. Who are these people? The creators of the system. What's their background? What have they done before? A little research, it can go a long way. It can tell you a lot about whether someone's legit or not.
Yeah. So basically, it's about being smart, being informed.
Absolutely. And, never forget, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Trust your gut. Don't let that dream of easy money make you do something stupid.
This has been, I don't know, really eye-opening. I think we can all agree that AI has massive potential, but we got to be careful.
Yeah.
Careful about how it's being used, how it's being sold,
Yeah.
especially when people are promising, quick riches.
I couldn't agree more. The future of AI, it's exciting. It really is. But it's up to us to, to be aware of the risks, to be smart about it, and to approach these, these new advancements with a critical eye.
So what's the main takeaway for everyone listening today?
Do your research, ask the tough questions, and never stop learning. AI, it's changing so fast. And the more we know about it, the better we can, navigate this whole new world. Exciting, but yeah, sometimes a little scary too.
That's great advice. And hey, if you're interested in diving deeper into, all the crazy stuff, tech, society, AI, all that, be sure to check out our other deep dives. We're always exploring, always digging into the latest trends, trying to figure out what it all means. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.